You've heard of unconditional love, but have you heard of the secret to unconditional happiness and allowing more into your life? More wealth, more success, and more love. More freedom in your life right now. Welcome to the Happy Bar with Israel Savage. The real shift to make, if you're someone who appreciates this way of thinking, this way of being, is a shift in measuring vibration and where your vibration is versus measuring time and space. And what I mean is, only thing that ever matters, ever, and the only thing that ever truly determines your achieving your desires is the distance between you and you, the vibrational difference, the feeling difference between what your desire is and the feeling of having that, and what you have your focus and attention on and the feeling of having that. The vibrational difference between who your greater self and your physical self. I was interviewing someone for our improvisation class, I think so. And he was great. He got on and he was talking about the law of attraction and this and that and this and that. And he shared with me, I used to live in Virginia and I just put it out there and I feel like I spoke it into existence. I wanted people to come to me and to ask me to be in projects, people to come to me. And it happened. It was, student productions and this and that. And people started to come to me and ask me. But now that I'm in New York, it's a whole different ball of wax. That can't happen. And I stopped him, even though it was an interview. We did a little coaching, and I said, well, a belief is just a thought you keep thinking. And vibrationally, there's no difference between Virginia and New York. Just like you and I, this was a video interview we were doing. Right now, you're in Queens, and I'm in Manhattan. But does it really matter? Because you could be in Zimbabwe, and I could be in Thailand. And the speed with which you are translating vibration in this video call would be the same. The exact same. You'd be translating that energy and that vibration in exactly the same amount of time, or pretty close to it. You'd be translating the vibration into visuals, to auditory, and into emotions. And we would be sending that back and forth. And so vibrationally speaking, time and distance means nothing. Your desire is only as far from you as your belief.
That's a good one, Israel.
That is a good one. Shall we write that one down?
Yeah, it's only as far from you as your belief.
Yeah, I'll write that one down too.
Yeah, that's a good one.
The fun of creation is this, and this is what I meant by summoning before. It's because you're here and you have a question or desire, and that's the summoning, that's the reaching, that I'm able to receive it in that way. And then we both create more than we could have without the summoning and the receiving. And that's all that creation is. Sometimes it's one person and another person. Sometimes it's you and you. But it is the desire, the reaching for, you always find. You never reach unless finding is possible, unless finding is inevitable. You wouldn't even know to reach. The desire would not even be there until the solutions are also there. The answers are also there. The question comes consciously, if not at the same time, maybe even after the answers are already there.
Yeah.
And so know that if you have a desire, then there are multiple pathways to that desire. Multiple, maybe even infinite pathways to that desire. And all you have to do is hold that desire in a soft place. Hold it softly, very gently, with no pressure, and your path will light up for you. And it's your path. It's going to be an unconventional path. It's going to be a path of go to this coffee shop, or speak to this person, or write this thing, or send this email at this time. It's going to be very unconventional, and that's how you know it's your path. And that's the fun of it. I mean, gosh, who wants to copy someone else's work? You want to create your own. At least most people do. You know, you plop a statue in front of me. I don't want to make a statue that looks just like that one. That's not fulfilling. To me, as fulfilling as discovering and creating and getting my hands in the clay and creating my own.
Well, it's that deep connection to yourself that to me I equate with that high. Once I like in your belief and your desire are narrowed,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I just, when I say I want to have fun, you know, it's those moments of just feeling like a vessel and the creativity pours out. And I feel that often when I write and when I'm on stage, and, you know, just now wanting to apply those moments just in regular life, you know, with interacting with people.
Yeah.
Like that is where I just feel so alive. And in whatever emotion it is,
Mm-hmm.
but
Agreed.
it's so liberating.
Yeah, the image of a dance keeps coming to my mind. And if we can get to the point where sitting and scanning the room and then making eye contact with someone across the room, if all this whole process, and then that person coming closer and closer to us and closer to us and closer to us, and then sitting next to us and discussing and getting to know each other, and then the thrill of, would you like to dance? And then the actual dance. The whole process of the expectation is just as delicious as the dance culmination. And if we can get it to the point where we are scanning the horizon in hopeful expectation for the next amazing thing to appear, we don't know what it is, and we don't need to, because our greater self is holding our desires for us, and our greater self is going to send over the horizon exactly what the next thing is. We just have
I love
to.
that.
I do too. We just have to be there with our eyes open and expecting. If you liked what you just heard, then take inspired action now. That's right, act while you are feeling good. And build on your momentum. Schedule your free discovery call with me at INstudios-nyc.com/happy bar.